All right. I think we're about ready to go here. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us here today on a brand new live stream. We're starting up a little late today because we had some technical difficulties. For some reason, my streaming software decided to kill itself halfway through trying to open. So had some problems with that, but we're here now. We are back again, and as such, we will be continuing on with the stream maybe a couple minutes extra today because we had a few minutes of delay. Hopefully you guys are doing good though. Regardless, welcome everyone joining me today in the chat. A fair amount of people watching right now. Thank you very much for tuning in to tonight's stream. Let's go over our schedule before we jump on into it. For those of you guys that are just joining us for the first time, this is what our schedule looks like. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time with daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream for whatever reason, I will let you guys know via my community tab. You might have seen an update there tonight talking about the technical problems. I've also started to update you guys on Instagram as well. If you don't follow me on Instagram, feel free to do so. Down below in the description, you can find the link to that. So I see people asking for Ninjago movie pictures. We can certainly start off with the movie while we casually hang out. If there's any questions that you guys want to ask me or anything that you want to talk about, let me know. And obviously we can change up these pictures every so often. Once again, thank you very much for being patient through the technical difficulties. And like I said, we will continue on the stream a little later today because of that slight delay at the beginning of the stream. So, what do you guys got for me? How's my day going? Day's going all right, honestly. Having a pretty good day today. Got a lot of work done because I actually woke up on time. I woke up a little early today, so I was able to get some stuff done. Hopefully you guys have been having a good day as well. What did I think of the What If finale? I'm not going to get into spoilers for Marvel's What If, but I thought the finale was pretty good. Actually, I've been working on my review today. Almost done with that. After the stream, I will finish that up, and it will be up for you guys tomorrow. So that'll be tomorrow's video, my review of Marvel's What If. Not doing a Ninjago video tomorrow. However, we will still stream tomorrow, so keep that in mind. How long till the next vid? About 15 hours from now, it's probably going to go up. So, yeah. Twitch got hacked. I saw that there was some stuff going on with Twitch today. Not sure exactly what's been going on with that, though. I have not caught up with everything going on. I don't use Twitch very frequently, so I decided to ignore a lot of that. But if you guys want to fill me in the chat, feel free to do so. Why was Spider-Man absent in the finale? Not too sure. I don't know why they decided to include certain characters in the finale and why they decided to exclude certain characters. I liked the finale, though, for What If overall. Once again, not getting into major spoilers. I thought it was pretty decent. Where's Waffle? Let's see. She's behind me, laying on my pillow. So I guess that's her pillow now. Doing some homework while watching. Excellent. I have some homework to do as well later today. Probably going to do that tonight. Do I still have merch? Yes, I do still have merch. You can find the link to that merch in the description. Should be the top link when you go down into the description. I do sell t-shirts and stuff. Have not made a new design for a while, though. So I might need to get on that. But we still do have shirts available for purchase if you guys would be so kind as to purchase a shirt. Obviously, no pressure. But that does help me out financially. So keep that in mind. You got a new puppy. Excellent. I love dogs. I don't have a dog myself. My neighbors have a dog, though. It's very loud and very happy. It's very excited whenever it sees somebody because it's still a puppy, obviously, but it's pretty large. I'm not sure what type of dog it is, but it's quite massive. Ended up knocking me over the other day. Twitch had streamers monthly earnings source code and Amazon AWS leaked. Huh. Yeah, I don't stream on Twitch all that much, so I don't know a whole lot about that kind of stuff, but it sounds pretty bad. I do have a Twitch account, though, so maybe some of you guys have been saying change my password for Twitch. I might do that later today. I don't use Twitch all that much. I don't really watch any Twitch streamers, so yeah, I can't really say too much about the Twitch incident. So seems like a lot of people are having issues this week, though. A lot of services. I know Instagram and Facebook were having problems earlier. Is this a Q&A? This is all kinds of stuff. We can just hang out and chit-chat. Whatever you guys want to talk about, we can talk about. We have an hour to do so. Why don't I have a dog? Well, my apartment's pretty small for a dog. I don't feel like a dog would be happy living in this apartment. And plus we have about 3 different cats running around this place at any given time, so probably not the best environment for a dog. However, I would like to get a dog eventually. I suppose I'm just more of a cat person in general, but dogs are pretty good, I must say. I've had dogs before throughout my life, so I'd like to get a dog at some point. Hunted pictures, yeah, we can totally jump over to Ninjago Hunted. However, I do have it merged with Sons of Garmadon, so you're going to be seeing a little bit of both. Just keep that in mind. Still have not separated these two. Also, really quick, just another update. Some of you guys have been suggesting that I put music over my idle screen, you know, the stream starting soon thing, and I'm working on that. I need to find a track that will not get me demonetized, or, you know, a track that won't get claimed, because I want to keep these streams monetized because they help me out financially. So just keep that in mind. It's going to be a second before I get some music in here, but I will have music eventually. You have birds? Nice. I had a bird when I was really young. I had I think it's called a zebra finch. I had one of those. A little small bird. Small little bird. I like birds. So, yeah, right now I just have 3 cats, so probably not a good environment for a bird either. Or like small rodents, like I can't have hamsters or mice or anything like that. What am I drinking? I'm just drinking a bottle of water. Have that ready to go. Water's good for you. Probably going to have water for the majority of these streams unless I have like a juice or something one day. What is the G Drive link down below in the description? That should be, if it still works, it should be for a drive put together by Ninjago fans with every Ninjago episode in there. I'm not sure if it's been updated since Seabound, but you guys can totally check it out if you would like to. It should have a place where you can watch every episode, but not too sure. We used to have it for the last set of streams that we did because so many people were asking, hey, where can I watch Ninjago episodes at? And people have put together a Google Drive with the episodes. So feel free to check that out in the description if you would like to, if there's ever a place where you need to watch Ninjago. Some of you guys are saying that it works, which is perfect. Like I said, I have no involvement with making that making that Google Drive. However, I do know of its existence. So we have a $1.99 donation from Alden. Thank you very much, Alden. Very good supporter of mine. Garmadon will return in the future. I sure hope so, man. Garmadon's a very good character. I would love to see him come back eventually. In what context he will return in, we'll see.
Pizza time.
Pizza time indeed, Alden. Thank you very much for the $1.99. Hopefully we can see Garmadon back. So I'm drinking Nia. I guess you could say I am drinking Nia. That sounds really, really messed up out of context. But technically Nia is water. So, you know, whenever you take a sip of a glass of water, just keep that in mind. You are contributing to Nia's absence in the Ninjago series. Yeah. Oh, hello, Momo. One of my cats is here to say hi. My little black kitty named Momo. Hello, Momo. Yeah, you're cute. Unfortunately, I don't have a cat cam, but check out my Instagram if you want to see pictures of my cats. Who is the worst Ninjago villain? Either Iron Baron or maybe Master Yang. I thought Yang could have been so much more than what he was in Day of the Departed and whatever else he was in. I drink Nia all the time to survive. Yeah, I mean, water is crucial for people to live, so technically you do need to drink water. Momo versus Waffle, who would win? Oh my god, Momo is the dominant cat out of my 3. Waffle tries her hardest to be the dominant one, to be the alpha, but Momo just puts her in her place every single time. And what's funny is that Momo is declawed in the front. We got her as a rescue. She came from a really neglectful and abusive household, so we have Momo here taking her out of that bad environment. But yeah, she's declawed, and she still overpowers Waffle whenever they get into scraps and whatnot. It's really funny watching Waffle submit to Momo. Momo might be the smallest of the cats, but she is still the alpha. So yeah, Momo's gonna win for sure. Is my birthday coming up in November? It is indeed. My birthday is November 23rd. So November is my favorite month as well. Not because of my birthday, but just because of the environment. I really like the weather around here in the month of November, and plus it's the start of the Christmas season, and Christmas is my favorite holiday. So it's kind of an exciting time for me in the month of November. Yeah, Momo is pretty OP. Thank you for the subscription, Leader of the Island. Thanks a lot for subscribing. have ever taken shots of whiskey before. I'm going to be real with you guys. I know some of you guys probably are not old enough to drink the alcohol, and you probably should not drink the alcohol until you are of legal age, wherever that may be in your countries. I have a bottle of whiskey on my desk. Sometimes I'll take shots during video editing, or, you know, it's just here in case I crave a little bit of that whiskey. But yes, I do enjoy whiskey. But don't drink until you're of legal age. I do not condone underage drinking. Could I do another Ninjago meme review? Some of you guys really want me to do a meme review, and we totally could in the future. We have you guys submit Ninjago memes, and I kind of go through them, give my thoughts on them, and we've done that before in the past, so we could totally bring that back again. It's kind of like in the same style of our hot takes videos, where I ask you guys to submit your own hot takes to be presented in videos and whatnot. So we could totally do another meme review at some point in time. I will keep that in mind as something you guys want to see. Drunk Tanner videos in the future. My roommate and I, we've actually discussed that. Maybe doing like drunk history, but I try to go through the entirety of Ninjago's history while intoxicated. But not sure if that's going to be a real video or not. We've just kind of toyed around with that idea. Figured it could be pretty funny. Mom was getting into some trouble. Digging in places where she shouldn't be. So, some of these cats do keep me on my toes. Let's see. Who's my favorite character that's not a ninja or a villain? I guess you could say Skylar, because Skylar's not technically a ninja. She's an elemental master. But I'd say if you want like a completely powerless character, if you want me to select a completely powerless character, maybe Nelson. I like little Nelson whenever he's on screen. He's fun to watch, fun to, fun to get a little Nelson story every now and then. So maybe Nelson would be my favorite non-powered Ninjago character. Though if I had to pick a character that's not a villain or a ninja, Skylar, because technically she is neither of those. Yeah, my cats really do mess with my Lego sets. I had to stop leaving my Lego sets out in the open because my cats would chew on the pieces. In fact, Waffle, lovely Waffle, decided to chew on my Ninjago City Gardens set and ruined a couple of pieces from that, which I still have not replaced. So I'm going to be trying to replace that eventually. But yeah, my cats are not allowed by the Legos anymore for that specific reason, because they chew on the pieces and ruin them. Fortunately, most of the pieces that they chew, I do have spares of. Favorite Ninjago set, either the City Gardens or the movie Destiny's Bounty. That's still my favorite version of the bounty. Is there a way to read Spinjitzu Brothers for free online? I have not found a way to read Spinjitzu Brothers online. Some of you guys have been asking me if I would do a read aloud of sorts on the channel for those books, and I was considering it. If that's something that you guys would like to see as a future video, feel free to let me know. But for the most part, it seems like a lot of Ninjago fans either do not know what Spinjitzu Brothers is, or simply don't care, which is kind of unfortunate. But yeah, just let me know if you guys want to see maybe a read through of Spinjitzu Brothers, and I could totally do that at some point in time. Not sure if that's like illegal or whatever, but we'll do what we can. Maybe I'll just give like a quick version of it, like a Cliff Notes or something like that. But we'll see. Nothing's guaranteed just yet, but it is in the back of my mind as something that I could do. Waffle in the Ninjago movie. Yeah, a lot of people have said that the cat from the Ninjago movie looks like Waffle. So I see the resemblance. I mean, they both like to eat Lego people. Fortunately, none of my pets have ever ruined a minifigure, but the dog that used to live at my parents' house did unfortunately chew one of my figures, but it was the only Chima figure that I had. So am I financially okay after getting the City Gardens? Yeah, we're doing all right. I did have to recently make a pretty large payment to my school, which, kind of drained my bank account a little bit, but we're getting there. We're going to be totally okay. But yeah, the City Gardens didn't really do much financially for me. I'm pretty okay after that. We got Biden with the subscription. Thank you very much. Biden. Not sure how to pronounce your name, bud, but thank you for subscribing. Let's see. I'm never gonna financially recover from this. Yeah, my thoughts exactly after deciding to pay up to my school. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Would I watch a series dedicated to Dareth? I mean, I'd probably watch it. Not sure if I'd enjoy it though, but I would watch it. Obviously because it's Ninjago related. Season 2 background? Sure. I can't remember the last time we had Season 2 selected as a background, but we can totally do that. But no, if a Dareth spinoff were to exist, I mean, oh, someone just knocked something over in the hallway. You might hear the cats playing around with random stuff in the background. Just keep that in mind. They're pretty squirrely right now. But no, a series based on Dareth, I'd probably watch it. Not sure if I'd enjoy it. How do I feel about Racer 7? She's okay. Not my favorite character from Prime Empire, but still okay nonetheless. Am I going to get that $13,000 set of minifigures on eBay? I am not. For those of you guys that don't know what I'm talking about, there's an eBay listing for somebody's entire Ninjago minifigure collection. And it's pretty much a set of minifigures for around $13,000. I unfortunately do not have $13,000, so I'm not gonna purchase that collection. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the cats are playing with their ball. They got a little ball out in the hallway that they're playing with. Ranking the intros. I thought I did that recently, didn't I? I don't know how long ago I've done a ranking of the intros, but if it's been a minute, I could totally redo that video. Not sure when I would do that, though. We have a pretty solid schedule lined up for the next couple of weeks with video ideas. You made Nia have a gun. I mean, to each their own, I suppose. Do you guys know what Brick Arms is? That used to be a service. I'm not sure if it's still around. Used to be a service a while ago that would actually sell you like customized Lego weapons, like guns and rocket launchers and stuff. I thought they were cool, but I don't know what that says about me, but you know, I thought they were cool. Not sure if that service is still around though. But yeah, it's called Brick Arms. When will I do streams with my face? Maybe eventually. Just not sure how I would be able to do that. I'd probably need a better webcam because my webcam right now admittedly isn't the best, so I might need to upgrade that. But maybe if I get a better webcam, I could do like face cam. Maybe I put my face in the corner. Pretty sure Brick Arms is still around. Yeah, I have not ordered from them in years, though. I have not even looked into their existence, so I'm not sure if they're still around or not. Do I own a Discord server? I do. You can find that in the description as well. I'm not on Discord all that much, though, because I don't really like Discord as a social media app, whatever you want to call it. It's not my favorite thing. If you wanted to find me on a little bit more of an active level, I'd recommend checking out my Instagram. More active on there, aside from YouTube. I don't know. Discord just doesn't really do it for me. Not sure what it is. But I do have a server. You can find that in the description if you want to hang out with other fans. The mods that I have in there are pretty cool. So, yeah, it's a pretty fun time, I reckon. When will I start to order minifigures on my Bricklink wishlist? My Bricklink wishlist... I don't know, because Bricklink right now, I don't really need to order a bunch of figures. There are some figures from my collection that I would like to have, but yeah, I don't need them right now. I'll definitely buy them eventually. Just right now, I'm focusing on a few other projects and other ideas that I want to, you know, get done or be a part of. Yeah, I've heard people say the mods are pretty cool in my server, so that's good. I'm glad that they're actually, you know, keeping the place alive. Big shout out to all of my mods on Discord. I'm sorry I'm not in there very much. A couple of you guys are asking me for my opinion on Generic Stud, the other Ninjago YouTuber, or one of the other Ninjago YouTubers. I don't really have an opinion because I don't watch his stuff, but I know a lot of you guys do. And I've heard his stuff is pretty good. So I'm sure if I watched it, I would enjoy it. I just don't really watch a lot of other Ninjago YouTuber content. I will every now and then, but for the most part, I like to keep my ideas my own. So I know a lot of people really like the guy, so that's good. I'm glad that he's actually bringing a lot more attention to the Ninjago community, so that's good. I just don't really watch him too much. Can't really form my own opinion. Have I watched Ninjago Decoded? If so, what are my thoughts on it? I have seen Decoded, and I think Decoded is a decent way for new Ninjago fans to get caught up on pretty much everything else that was missed from Ninjago in between seasons, the pilots to season 7. I just don't think the execution is all that great. I think that Ninjago Decoded is kind of cringy at times. Just my own thoughts, so I'm not a huge fan on that. But I know it's beneficial for some people. What are my thoughts on all of the Season 15 suits? I've done a video breaking down the scuba suits, so if you want to go ahead and check out that video, feel free to do so. but just my general thoughts on them. I think they're unique. Some of the scuba suits are better than others, and it bothers me so much that Kai's and Cole's never appeared in the series. Maybe they'll show up next season for some reason, but I would not hold my breath. Let's see. Do I think Lloyd gets too much attention? Nah, not really. I feel like nowadays he probably needs a little more attention. Not as much as Kai. I think Kai needs the most amount of attention. But Lloyd, I don't think he's as overrated as people say. So, don't watch generic stud either. Don't hate me, please. Nah, I feel like you can't really hate someone depending on who they watch on YouTube or who they don't watch. I don't know. There's a lot of Ninjago content out there, and you guys have a lot on your plate. Lots of Ninjago content at your fingertips at any given time. So, just go out there and find some Ninjago content. Reacting to a generic stud video. I could, if that's something you guys honestly want me to say, but or want me to do, but I don't want to start like any unnecessary drama. I don't think if I, for example, if I don't like the video, I don't want people to get mad at me or whatever. So it's a good idea, but I don't know how I would do that without offending people or making people angry on the Twitter, because Twitter is kind of infamous for getting mad over nothing. No Way Home looks good or not? I think the new Spider-Man movie looks pretty good. Haven't seen it yet, obviously, because it's not out just yet. But the trailer looks really good. I want to get some more content out for that movie. We don't even have a poster yet. We totally need a poster for that movie. Not sure why we don't have one just yet. But no, it looks good. I'm excited to see it. Favorite MLB team? Was that Major League Baseball, Major League Basketball, or am I dumb? Am I thinking of something else? I don't watch a lot of sports, honestly, so I don't really have a favorite team, whether that's baseball or basketball. Yeah, I don't really watch a lot of sports. Pilot images, sure, we can jump over to the pilots, where it all began, the Ninjago original series, man. Perfect. What do I think is going to happen in the My Hero Academia movie, the new one? I'm going to be honest, I read through all the spoilers already for that movie, and I know what's going to go down, so I don't want to reveal anything here for those of you guys that don't want spoilers. So, I know what's going to go down, and it sounds like a lot of fun, and I'm excited to see that movie. I already got my tickets for it. I'm going to go see it towards the end of the month. I think I have a screening on October 30th. Why is Chris Pratt voicing Mario? Because Chris Pratt is amazing. I remember watching that direct live and just losing my mind. The cast got more and more absurd as it kept on going. Purple Power, thank you very much for the subscription. Thanks for supporting the channel. Do I think Vanya's good looking? I'd say so. You know, she's a decent looking Ninjago character, if Ninjago characters look good. What are all the backgrounds you have? I have pretty much every season on here, as well as the Ninjago Legacy Reimagined shorts. A little bit of a unique spin for the streams. But no, I do have every season on here, so if there's a season that you want to see after we get done with the pilot images, feel free to drop it in the chat and we can totally jump over to those images. Most expensive LEGO minifigure I own. Either the Golden Master Overlord from Season 3 or the Time Twins. Can't remember which one of those two is the most rare, most expensive. Can't wait for the Mario movie review in the future. I'll totally see that movie when it comes out. Whether or not I'll do a review on it for the channel, not sure just yet. But I will totally see that. I'm going to see that movie day one. Let's see. What we doing? Have I watched Squid Game? I've seen the first episode. Still need to watch the rest of it. I've been watching that with my roommate. So we've been slowly making our way through it. We've only seen episode 1. But I do want to watch the rest of the series, because it is kind of good. So I'll totally watch the rest at one point. I don't know, with Netflix shows, they release it all at once and it's hard to get through every single episode at one given time. I'm not one of those people that can sit and binge an entire season. That's why I prefer some of the Disney Plus shows, because they release those weekly. It's a easier way for me to actually watch that stuff. I don't know, Netflix, I'm not a huge fan of how they do things. As I take a sip of my water. You guys want Seabound images? We can jump to Seabound. I don't have that many pilot images, admittedly. I gotta get more, but we can jump to Seabound, and then in a few minutes we can jump to a different season. Just let me know in the chat, Have I seen Avatar, the movie or the series? Because I've seen the movie, James Cameron's Avatar. Have not seen the Airbender movie because I heard that movie is complete nonsense. And in terms of the Avatar: The Last Airbender show, I have only seen the first couple of episodes of that. That was not a series that I grew up on. Would a Nelson side story be good? I mean, we've seen some episodes for Nelson before, and those have been decent at best. So I'm sure if they gave him a little bit more development, then they could actually make something really fun and really enjoyable. But I'm not sure right off the top of my head if a Nelson story would be good. Just kind of depends on what they do with it and how they actually organize that story. Will I ever do gameplay videos? I have a couple of gameplay videos on my channel, just playing random Ninjago Flash games. Which, once again, if there's ever a game that you guys want me to play, feel free to send it my way using some links in the description to contact me. And if I enjoy the game, I'll totally do a video on it, or if I think it looks good. I'm not sure about Shadow of Ronin yet, though. Admittedly, still have not made up my mind on that. Yeah, I'm totally going to watch the Avatar show at some point. That's another one that I want to watch with my roommate because she's seen it and she likes it. And obviously everybody that I've ever talked to has said that the series is god tier. So I'm going to watch it at some point. Just need time. There's a lot of stuff that I want to watch and I don't have a lot of time. Only a certain amount of hours in the day. Your friends didn't like Avatar much? Yeah, a large majority of the people that I've talked to absolutely love that show. And do I like Bill Murray? He's alright in some stuff, you know. Bill Murray is a decent actor, I think. I heard he's kind of a pain behind the scenes, though. I've heard that he is kind of difficult to work with. But he's funny in what I've seen him in. So yeah, Bill Murray's alright, I guess. Does my roommate like Ninjago? She has not seen too much of it. That's why it's fun for her to come in and react to Ninjago stuff. I've done a couple of videos with her on the channel already. But no, she doesn't really watch Ninjago, doesn't know a whole lot about the series. She knows a decent amount, she knows who all the characters are. But she does not, she hasn't watched the series. She hasn't watched it front to back like a large majority of us have. Whoop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. What do I think is the worst episode of Ninjago? Probably, well, the first one that comes to mind is The News Never Sleeps. From season 11, but I'm not sure what episode I decided to put as my least favorite when I ranked all the episodes. I can't remember. Might have been that one, might have been a different one, but that's always the first one that comes to mind. Unpopular opinion, but I really like the Shadow of Ronin game. I've heard it's good in some areas. I just know that a lot of people do not like it, so yeah, I suppose that is an unpopular opinion. Is my roommate Katarina Red Foxtrot? Yes, indeed. You can find her on Instagram. I post a lot of her stuff or repost a lot of her stuff on my story. So once again, follow me on Instagram. Another incentive for following me there. News Never Sleeps is great. Haven't really watched it in a minute, so maybe my opinion might change if I watched it again. But that's always the first one that comes to mind as like my least favorite Ninjago episode. Who would not know about Ninjago? You'd be surprised. I know, like, people that know me know about Ninjago because of me, but if they knew me, like some of my friends or even my family, if I did not exist, I doubt they would know Ninjago. Ninjago's pretty obscure. Who's more handsome, Kai or Lloyd? I don't know, man. I think Kai's got the better hair. So do with that information what you will. Skybound pictures? Sure, we can jump over to Skybound. Especially after the redesigns. Kai's hair is ridiculous. What's my reaction to the new Season 16J? From that leaked Target image, I think it's okay. I like the figure overall. Could mean a whole lot of nothing, or it could mean a whole lot of something. I've done a couple of videos on that figure. Sylveon has joined Pokemon Unite. I saw that. Sylveon's my favorite Pokemon, for those of you guys that don't know. Might give me a reason to actually pick up Pokemon Unite again and try to play it again. I've only played it once, and I did not really like it, so maybe I'll give it another chance now that Sylveon's in the game. How much hair gel do you think Kai has? Let's put it this way. Whenever Kai goes to the store, he buys as much as they are willing to sell to him. And that much has been confirmed. You guys know that he wears the Band-Aid now just because he thinks it looks cool? Like he doesn't actually need that Band-Aid on his face? He just wears it because he thinks it makes him look cool. Which I suppose in a way it does, but you probably shouldn't wear Band-Aids if you don't need to wear Band-Aids. Or bandages. Who's stronger, Cole or Lloyd? I'd say in terms of like raw physical strength, probably Cole, but in terms of power, Lloyd. So kind of go either way there. Dareth is the king. I don't know about that. Dareth is the king. Don't know too much about Dareth being a king. Seems kind of a meh character to me. But yeah, Kai's fashion sense is garbage. I mean, I guess that's what we have in common then, because my fashion sense is pretty trash as well. We have Planty Films with a $2 donation. Thank you very much. Ninjago's #1 enemy, Cartoon Network airing schedule. Absolutely. Cartoon Network hates Ninjago. Seriously, we need to get better at airing Ninjago, everyone. Everyone pass on the word to Cartoon Network. But once again, thank you, Planty Films, for the $2. You are epic. Thanks for the support. What if Dareth got arrested? Would not be surprised. Would not be surprised if Dareth got arrested, honestly. Let's see. I'm gonna keep asking till you answer. Do you think... Oh, hold on. We got pizza time. Pizza time indeed. Thanks for the donation, Planty Films. Do you think Garmadon could have a second character arc? Totally. If they brought Garmadon back, they could give him an entirely new arc, and it would be amazing. They need to bring Garmadon back at some point in time. I hope they bring him back with a long white beard, just like Master Wu. That'd be amazing. I always thought it would be cool to have Garmadon come back and be the ninja sensei again, but have him still be Garmadon, Lord Garmadon, but give him that sensei Garmadon personality. That's probably the best case scenario I can imagine for Garmadon's return. Because when he left off in March of the Oni, Garmadon was pretty much on decent terms with Wu and the ninja. They kind of gave each other that nod and promptly went their separate ways. Garmadon probably fell down the stairs of the monastery. There'd be no way of knowing. He has not come back just yet. Which ninja has abs? Don't they all have abs? I mean, the ninja have been shirtless a lot in this series. For Lego characters, they really like to show off the Lego abs. Just saying. I think in season 11, though, they were all kind of non-abbed up because they hadn't been doing anything for 6 months, apparently. But I imagine they all have their muscles back at this point. Day of the Departed picks? Yeah, totally. We can jump over to the Days of the Departed. The Departed of the Days. Do I like What If more than Loki? I will say right now, I still think Loki is the best MCU Disney Plus show. What If is pretty good, though. I'd say it's a lot better than something like WandaVision, which right now is my least favorite MCU show. Not to say WandaVision's bad, it's totally not. But looking back on that series, there's a bunch of stuff that I just straight up do not like. So I'm hoping a lot of that will be fixed during Wanda Maximoff's next appearance in the MCU. Probably in the new Doctor Strange film. I think that's when she's going to be appearing next. Let's see, what else do we got? Sensei Wu or Garmadon, and why? I think Wu is more iconic, but I do think Garmadon was the better teacher. I feel like he was a lot more practical in his teaching than Master Wu was. I feel like Garmadon beat them more with the stick. I think that's a better way of training the ninja. You just smack him with the stick and call it good from there. I know Wu himself also does a fair bit of smacking, but Garmadon, I feel like he'd be a lot more adamant about that kind of stuff. It just makes for a lot more of a comedic training session for me, personally. But I do like Garmadon as Lord Garmadon. I'm happy with where Wu and Garmadon are as characters right now. Ninjago, what if? Yeah, kind of interesting to think. Like, what if, for example, Wu was bitten by the Devourer instead of Garmadon? That'd be an interesting episode to watch. Skylar is queen, absolutely. Skylar is she's pretty good. She's a pretty good character. I want to make like a tier list, like we mentioned in a couple of other streams. Tier list of the Ninjago female cast, because they got some pretty solid female characters. Zane doesn't got abs because he's a robot. Check out the epic battle figure for Zane, because that figure is shredded. He's got the metallic abs and all that kind of jazz. I imagine that's what he looked like as soon as he rebuilt himself during the Titanium Ninja, or after that episode, whatever you want to say. Because at the end of Season 3, he started rebuilding himself, I think. But he didn't get all the way done. And then as soon as he got done, Ronin came in and abducted him and Pixel and brought them to Chen's Island. What a great person Ronin is. What a fantastic character. Which ninja has the best hair OG designs? The OG designs for the ninja were pretty basic with the hair, except for Kai, of course. But I would have to say I really liked Cole's original hair. Oh, wow, we have Dareth with the 199 donation. Thank you, Dareth. So I heard from someone that I'm a meh. Well, Dareth, since you donated the 199 to the stream, you've upgraded yourself from a meh to a eh, you know? You're now eh instead of meh. But once again, seriously, thank you, Dareth, for the 199 donation. You are epic. Thanks for donating to the channel. Helps me out and helps out the channel. Thanks a lot.
Pizza time.
Pizza time indeed. Thanks again for the super chat, Dareth. Thoughts on Hawks from My Hero Academia? He's pretty cool. I like his design. I like his wings. He's quite the handsome lad, not gonna lie. And he's the number 2 hero behind Endeavor. I do like Endeavor a lot more. People hate on Endeavor. I think Endeavor's a cool character. I like Endeavor quite a bit, especially nowadays. What if the old designs were still in seasons 8 to 15? I feel like a lot of people would totally enjoy that, but I do feel like personally the new designs have a lot more to offer. The older designs are classic and iconic though, so those will very much be missed by a large majority of the fan base. And hey, if Ninjago does like a multiverse thing, maybe they could merge the universes or whatever. Maybe they could bring in designs from older Ninjago back to the main series. Imagine older designed Lloyd fighting alongside the new Lloyd, fighting alongside the Ninjago movie Lloyd. That'd be crazy. Have I seen Food Wars? A while back, but I do not remember a whole lot from it. I don't know how much of it I've seen, because I remember not really enjoying it too much, but I have indeed watched that anime at one point in time. Season 10 picks? Yeah, we can jump over to the Marches of the Onis. The Onis of the Marches. The most underrated Ninjago season of all time right here, folks. Should the Oni come back? Yeah, I'd say so. Admittedly, March of the Oni did not really do the Oni justice. They should totally come back at some point and actually get some established development, maybe some actual decent characterization. Because as much as I think March of the Oni is underrated, I do agree the Oni aspect of that season was not handled in the best way, unfortunately. Thoughts on What If? It was pretty good for the most part. Have some issues with it, but I will be talking more about that in tomorrow's video, which is going to be my full review of that series. I don't want to spoil too much of how I feel about it just yet. But I do like it, but I do have some issues. And I'll talk more about that in tomorrow's video. Should Wu die? I'd say Master Wu probably should go at some point. I'm honestly surprised that he has not gone just yet, because usually in a lot of media, the sensei or teacher gets killed off. It's kind of like a big cliche. I respect Ninjago for not falling down that road, but at the same time, Master Wu might be overstaying his welcome. And he has technically had close calls before. I think it's been said that Master Wu has the most amount of near-death experiences out of any Ninjago character, which is certainly something, considering how much these characters have been through. But no, in terms of whether or not Master Wu should die, I feel like he will eventually. Kind of surprised that he did not go already. Waffle versus Sylveon, who would win? I'm betting money on Sylveon. Waffle acts all tough, but then when she gets into a fight, she's like, oh, I'm sorry, don't hit me. She's like that type of person. Like I said, Momo, out of all my cats, Momo is the alpha. Waffle submits to her, and it's hilarious to watch, because Waffle acts all tough, but gets put in her place. They don't like hurt each other or nothing, you know. Momo just kind of bops her on the head. Who's my favorite elemental master besides the 6 main ninja? Obligated again to say Skylar, but in terms of a character that's not Skylar, that's also an elemental master. I like Moro. I like Neuro. I do enjoy a little bit of Griffin Turner every now and then. I like Karloff. He's like the big teddy bear of the Elemental Alliance. He's cool. I wish we would see more development for some of the lesser known masters, such as Camille or Shamil, however you want to pronounce her name, Master of Form, as well as maybe Bolobo. I feel like he could be a lot more fleshed out, dare I say. But I do feel as though Skylar, Neuro, Griffin, Turner, even Shade, Master of Shadow, all of them are pretty cool characters. We need to see more of them, though. Yeah, Karloff is the big teddy bear, kind of like the gentle giant character type. which is cool. I like Karloff, but he also likes to give hugs, you know? He's kind of like the tough guy on the surface, but deep down, he has a heart of gold. What else do we got going on in the chat? Do I know Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan? Eren Yeager. No, I have not seen Attack on Titan. Yeah, Dr. Yost, he's a pretty cool character too. That quiz was hilarious that we did yesterday. I want to do more quizzes like that. I will be doing that video probably sometime this weekend, uploading that segment of that stream, because I had a lot of fun with that. So expect that to be on the channel at some point by this weekend. Which ninja's the most depressed? Ooh, you could probably give it to anybody, especially after Seabound. Take your pick. Lloyd is depressed, Jay is depressed, Kai is depressed. Pretty much everybody's going through a hard time. I'd say right now maybe Lloyd, but I'm expecting to see a lot more of depressed Jay in the next season, especially following Seabound's conclusion and Nia turning into a tall glass of water and then promptly disappearing into the ocean, never to be seen again. But, you know, Momo just ran away. That's what that noise was. Do I read manga? I do. I have a manga collection. Mostly just My Hero and some other mangas that I'm interested in. Some other series. Season 5 pictures? Yeah, we can jump to Possession. But I do like reading manga. I like reading a lot more than I liked reading in school. Probably because in school they made us read books that we weren't interested in. Every once in a while you got a book that was enjoyable to read, but nowadays, you know, now that I'm out of school, I can actually pick what I want to read. It's a good time. Besides Skylar, who's an elemental master you wish to see more of, like I said earlier, probably Shade, Nero, Griffin Turner, maybe even Karloff again. I'd like to see Karloff's hometown. I think it's called Metalonia, I think is what he called it. I want to see that. I want to know where that is on the Ninjago map and what it looks like. Because if every elemental master has their own village, for example, then we have a lot more of the Ninjago landscape to see in the future. Let's see. Out of all the ninjas, which one do I think story-wise could go more in depth? Gotta say Kai right off the bat. Kai is easily the character that I think deserves more attention and more love. Though I am expecting to see, like I said, more depression for Jay next season. And while that may not sound good on the surface, I feel like it will greatly increase his character. So, I do feel like Jay having depression would only benefit his character. Bring him further around. Bring him back down to earth a little more. Why do I think Lloyd has green eyes? I think that was confirmed in maybe Way of the Departed, which of course is a Ninjago story that was written by Tommy Andres, and you could argue whether or not it is canon, but they said in that story that Lloyd was training extremely hard after Master Wu disappeared in time following season 7, and as such Lloyd's eyes began to just change to green as he got further and further to, I guess, understanding his power a little more, growing further with his powers. That's pretty much the in-universe reason that, of course, you know, I accept as being fact of why Lloyd's eyes turned green after season 7. He was just training really hard, and his eyes turned green as a result. It's kind of like if you exercise really hard and your arms start hurting. It's kind of like that same thing, except imagine your eyes turning green. Thoughts on Dragon Maid Season 2? I gotta watch the rest of it. I've watched the first maybe 2 or 3 episodes, but I have not seen the rest of it yet. So that's something that I want to sit down and watch eventually. Because I do like that series. Dragon Maid, it's not too bad of a show. March of the Oni, movie or season? I consider it to be a season and a movie at the same time. Season as in it's season 10, but a movie as in it works better as a 4-episode little edited together mini movie. If I had to watch it as a movie, I would, because I feel like that's the best way to watch it. But it technically is a season. Thoughts on Karina from XYZ? She's cool. I'm glad that she's actually making a comeback in the new Pokemon series from what I've seen. Have not been watching that new series, but I do keep caught up with it. I do know everything that happens from week to week. And I'm glad that they're bringing back a lot of older characters. Who is more pretty, Makia or Ultraviolet? Probably Ultraviolet. I don't really care for either of those characters, but Ultraviolet is probably the best design of the two of those. I'm not into snakes that much. Makia being one of the Vermilion generals. I think it's been a minute since I've seen Hands of Time. You love Ninjago? Excellent. I feel like we all really like Ninjago right here. Ninjago's a pretty good series, and for a LEGO series, it has no business being as good as it is. But that's what makes Ninjago special. You wouldn't expect it to be a good show, but when you sit down and watch it, it's pretty perfect. It's a pretty good show. Season 13 pictures? Sure. Master of the Mountain. Otherwise known as the coal season that finally delivers on his character. Ninjago's neglected son finally gets some attention. Let's see, what else we got going on? Can I do a video ranking the Ninjago villains' armies? That is an idea that I was thinking about doing at some point in time. I've done it before, but since then we've had a lot more armies introduced into the series, and that might be a video that you see within maybe the next couple of weeks. But nothing concrete just yet, though I would like to redo that video, because it's been a minute since I've talked about that, along with ranking the villains themselves, because we've gotten a whole lot of new Ninjago villains. You know, since the last time I did that video. Makia was kind of bad. I'm not into snakes that much, but spiders, on the other hand, that's a different story. You ever see Monkey Kid? Some of the villains in that series, pretty good. You should make a rant video about Chima. I don't hate Chima that much to make an entire rant video about it, though I do think Chima is obviously not as good as Ninjago, and is pretty much going to be living in Ninjago's shadow for the rest of existence. Chima was not very good at all. Like I said, though, I don't hate it that much. I haven't even seen the entire series. Thoughts on My Hero Season 5? Some parts of it were pretty good. I liked the My Villain Academia arc. But some of it was just kind of underwhelming, especially in terms of animation quality. Not the best season for My Hero out there. I'm hoping that the next season is actually good. I'm excited to see the movie, though. Besides the first Spinjitzu Master, who's the strongest Ninjago character? Probably the Overlord, because he's pretty much the opposite of the first Spinjitzu Master. But then, by that logic, Lloyd defeated the Overlord, so maybe Lloyd, maybe Master Wu, maybe Garmadon? First one that came to mind, though, was the Overlord, just because he's the opposite of the first Spinjitzu Master. Where there is light, there will always be shadow. That type of thing, that type of meme. Do I like what I do with my job? Yeah, I do YouTube full-time. It's a lot of fun. I'm happy that I get to make Ninjago videos for a job, for a career. For right now, at least. I don't expect to be doing this for the rest of my life or anything like that, because I doubt Ninjago is going to be lasting for the rest of my life. But I do plan to make Ninjago videos up until the day Ninjago ends. And until then, I'm still doing this for a job. And it's been working out pretty good so far. And that's all thanks to you guys. Thank you, the audience, for allowing this to happen. Never thought in a million years that I'd be able to do Ninjago content for a genuine job. How much money do I spend on Ninjago? Not a whole lot, surprisingly. I don't buy every single set for Ninjago that comes out. Very rarely do I purchase every set from any given wave. I just buy what I like, and this year, for example, I did admittedly spend a lot of money on some of the earlier Legacy sets that came out this year because those were really good. But for Seabound, I did not buy every single set. And for the island, I did not buy, for example, the Catamaran Sea Battle, because I do not see a reason to buy that set. So it just kind of depends on what the sets are out right now and which ones I want to get. I'm not one of those people that buys every set just to review it or whatever. Yeah, Legacy was pretty good this year, I will say. The Legacy sets that came out in January of this year were insanely good. You had the Overlord Dragon, you had the Titan Mech, you had the Ninjago City Gardens. Yeah, Ninjago Legacy really outdid themselves this year. Very, very good. What's a set that I really want but don't have / can't afford / hard to get? I do regret not buying the Legacy Earth Driller. That is one that I would like to go back and get eventually, but I cannot find it for a decent price, unfortunately. I don't even need the stone army guy either, like the giant stone warrior that came in that set. I just need the vehicle. I'd like to have that vehicle. That is true. Then there's the Juniors Electromech. For all that Legacy did really well this year, yeah, they did kind of mess up that set really badly. That is true. Totally forgot that set existed. But I still say Legacy was pretty good this year for the most part. Like, if Legacy was a 10, the Juniors Electromech only brought it down to maybe a 9.5 for this year. Prime Empire photos? Totally. We can jump to Prime Empire. Ninjago, here we go. What will I do / cover when Ninjago ends? I don't have a solid answer for that. I would like to maybe talk about movies if Ninjago ends, maybe run like a movie review channel. But then again, there are a million movie review channels on YouTube, so I'm sure I'll find something to do. But until then, I am just going to be doing Ninjago content. Haven't really thought a whole lot about what I want to do when Ninjago ends. I don't think I'm going to retire from YouTube. I'm going to do YouTube for as long as humanly possible. Kai saying the word family will be like Tom Toretto saying it. Yeah, those memes are pretty funny. Have I ever eaten a light bulb? I have not. You probably shouldn't eat light bulbs, people. Your mom thought that me and my bro would like the electromech. Yeah, I feel like that's, even though that's geared towards like really, really young kids, man, I do feel like that's set even for younger kids, like, 4+, like 4-year-olds. I would personally feel insulted if I was a 4-year-old and somebody got me the electromech. So I do understand your pain. I'm terribly sorry for your loss. Am I planning to take a vacation to Hawaii? Not at the moment, no, but maybe one day. I'm just not really in the position to travel right now. I don't really want to travel too much because of the current pandemic that we are all in, but maybe one day I will take a vacation again. Any art from Tommy Andreasen? I do not own any Tommy Andreasen art. I'm really jealous of people that do, though, because Tommy Andreasen's art is insanely good. Maybe one day I'll go ahead and purchase some Tommy Andreasen art whenever the opportunity arises. Have I watched Fast and Furious? I have not. Fun fact, I have not seen any movies in that series. I do want to binge them all eventually, though. One day I will watch all of them. Just not anytime soon. Would I like to cosplay someone from or not Ninjago? Yeah, I thought about doing that for various conventions that I went to. My plan or my dream cosplay for something that's not Ninjago is Dabi from My Hero Academia, because I really like that design and would love to dress up as Dabi, or maybe even Shigaraki. But in terms of Ninjago characters, I could totally cosplay maybe like a young Master Wu or a young Garmadon. That'd probably be my dream cosplay for Ninjago related characters. I could see myself going to a Ninjago or like a Lego convention as young Garmadon. But I have not been to any Lego conventions. I know like Brick Fair is a thing, but I've never been to Brick Fair. Don't they have a convention in Chicago as well? Chicago would be a little closer to me than Virginia. Not totally sure about that though. Let's see. Can all the Ninjago enemies beat Thanos? Depends on if Thanos has all the stones or not. I feel like the Overlord, for example, would put up a pretty good fight against Thanos. Can't say for sure, though. We're probably never going to see Ninjago and Marvel crossover. Aside from, if you buy Lego Marvel and Ninjago sets, you could totally cross them over yourselves. Otherwise, we're probably not going to see that, unfortunately, due to licensing. Season 1 background? Yeah, we can jump to Season 1. That's a good one. Season 1 background. Oh, the nostalgia. OG Ninjago right here, people. Those were the days. Didn't have to worry about anything. Does Ash see Professor Oak as a father figure? I don't know too much about that. Maybe. I personally would not. Professor Oak is kind of sketchy. TBH. What if Nia was killed in the pilots? Then she probably would not be able to sacrifice herself in Seabound. Meaning that Ninjago would be pretty messed up because Wajira would just kind of show up and wreck house. Unless one of the other ninja could defeat Wajira. Which, I don't know if they're going to be doing that. Yeah, traditionally we would end the stream right here, but we started up a little early, or a little late rather, so we're going to be running the stream for a few minutes extra today. To hit that 1 hour mark. Best Ninjago dad. Ooh, first one that comes to mind is Lou, Cole's dad. Otherwise, Ray is pretty good. Ray being Kai's father. Or even Garmadon, when he's not being a 4-armed warlord. I feel like when he was Sensei Garmadon, he was a pretty good dad to Lloyd. Even during Season 1, when he was Lord Garmadon, he had some moments. He genuinely cared for his son, despite not being around for the majority of his life. But, it is what it is, I suppose. Yes, Garmadad for sure. Best Ninjago mom, obviously Maya, Kai and Nia's mom. She's easily the best for me, personally. I like her the most. But other Ninjago moms are alright too, you know. I liked Lily. Lily was cool during the season 13 flashbacks. But no, I definitely prefer Maya. She's kind of queen, not gonna lie. Ed was a pretty cool dad. He was. I liked Ed being like a father to Jay. You know, despite Ed being Jay's adopted father, he's still his dad, let's be real. More of a dad than Cliff Gordon ever was, that's for sure. Ed and Edna were pretty good parents to Jay. I was really surprised when it was revealed that Jay was adopted. I was like, all right. I didn't hate that. I thought that was a pretty cool twist, very twisty. Ed and Edna were pretty good parents, that is true. A lot more of parents than his actual biological parents. Like, where even was Cliff Gordon? He was stalking Jay behind the scenes the entire time. Did Dr. Julian ever marry? I don't think so. I don't think we've seen anything related to that in the show. I feel like he was just alone in that treehouse with Zane. So, I don't know about Dr. Julian's life. Maybe they should do more content revolving that. Or if I'm missing something, feel free to let me know in the chat. What is the most WTF moment in Ninjago? Probably the moment where Zane was revealed to be a Ninjaroid. I remember that very clearly when I was young, being super surprised by that very twisty moment right there. Did not see that coming. We have Dareth with another $1.99 donation. Thank you, Dareth, being very generous this go around. I don't hate Dareth anymore as a character. How about that? Do you think Nadakon should/could return? Good question. I think he totally should and could. I feel like Nadakon returning in the future would be an excellent idea. Once again, thank you, Dareth, though, for the $1.99 donation. It is $1.99, right? I'm not mistaken.
Pizza time.
Pizza time indeed, Dareth. Thank you very much. Yeah, Nadakon should come back at some point. With only a few minutes left in the stream now, why don't we jump on over to rapid fire questions? Anything that I can answer in just a quick sentence or two. Pretty good way to round out the stream, just kind of, you know, answering questions quickly with the snap of the fingers. Let's get some rapid fire questions in the chat. Which season has the best soundtrack? Probably the original. Season 1 soundtrack is god tier. Even season 2's to an extent. And rebooted's as well. You know, Ninjago soundtracks are good all around. What do I think about Wajira versus Kyogre? Ooh, I bet Kyogre would win. He seems like a very beefy boy. He could probably take Wajira. Favorite golden weapon? Probably the Scythe of Quakes or the Shurikens of Ice. Probably my two favorites right there. Father's Day special with Lloyd and Garmadon. That'd be funny to see. Favorite ninja? My favorite ninja is indeed Cole. Favorite Ninjago parent? Gotta go with Maya. Once again, Kaya and Nia's mom. Maya's pretty fire, not gonna lie. Favorite ninja personality? I always resonated the most with Cole, especially nowadays. I think he's the best personality-wise. Favorite Ninjago finale? By default, gotta say the final battle from season 2. I know it gets a lot of hate, but it's still nostalgic as all heck to me. So probably season 2's finale. Let's see, what else do we got here? Favorite Pokemon mom? Dawn's mom is pretty cool. I like Dawn's mom. Dawn's mom. Present Mike, he's pretty cool as well. Not my favorite My Hero character, but still alright. Godzilla versus Wajira. Godzilla would crush Wajira. I will die on this hill. Godzilla is so much better than Wajira. Do I watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? I do not, unfortunately. Never a series that I was able to get into or watch, so don't know a whole lot about that show. Favorite Ninjago dragon? Rocky's pretty cool. Otherwise, the Golden Dragon is just legendary, and the Overlord Dragon has a really cool design. So probably one of those three. Pythor versus Kalmar, who would win? I'd say Pythor could outsmart Kalmar. I think Pythor would get the jump on Kalmar. Just my own personal thoughts. Let's answer one more question before we wrap things up here today. We need a very solid question to end on. Very solid Ninjago question to wrap things up on. Oh yeah, Champy was pretty cool from season 13. Totally. Ooh, okay. Do I think the ninja will use the golden weapons again? I do have this theory, and I know this has been a theory around the community for several months now, maybe even a couple years. But the weapons that the ninja use in season 11, you can see that they have some gold on them. The common theory is that after March of the Oni, the golden weapons were powerless, obviously. So the ninja melted them down and just integrated their gold into the new weapons that they use from season 11 onwards. So in a way, maybe they've been using the golden weapons for a long time. I like to think that's the case. It would explain where the golden weapons went, and it would explain how the ninja got their new weapons. So, otherwise, I'd like to see the golden weapons return in full in the future. Totally. And with that being said, you guys, that'll pretty much wrap it up for my stream here today. Thank you so much for watching. This is our schedule. Once again, this is our schedule that we got for these streams. We stream Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time with daily updates. If there's ever a day where I cannot stream, I will let you guys know via my community tab. Today we had some technical problems earlier in the stream, so we are ending a little later today, but thank you very much for tuning in nonetheless. We can indeed do the end of the stream hug tradition. Some of you guys have already started that. Thank you very much. Where everybody spams the word hug in the chat, I will put it in there twice. Feel free to spam hug. It's good for community morale, or whatever works. And thank you very much for tuning in to today's live stream. We will be back tomorrow around the same time, hopefully on time tomorrow, not late due to technical problems like we were today. But regardless, you guys, thank you so much for the awesome stream. You guys have been amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks for asking questions. Thanks for you guys donating. Thank you very much for supporting the channel once again. And we will be back tomorrow, normal time, hopefully, for another stream. Thank you so much for watching this stream, guys. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.